Hello, everyone. We're here for another tale of the Monday Margaritas with Melissa. We're going to get Epidemic on here.
We match.
I know.
I had to have my Epidemic shirt on today.
I appreciate that. I figured you would, so thank you.
Yes. I love this shirt.
I
It's so
know.
comfortable.
I know, and it's nice and light, especially when it's getting a little bit hotter now. So,
Yeah.
how you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm having my beer here because it's 5 o'clock. So, hope
Oh,
everyone's
absolutely.
joining us for happy hour right now.
I have my
All
lager at World's
right.
End.
Nice. Cheers.
Cheers.
And cheers to everybody else who's watching.
Everyone who is watching, what are you guys drinking?
So, you said you're drinking our lager.
I am.
I am drinking our Pristine Pilsner, which is one of our new brews.
I love that one.
Yes, that one's really nice too. It's nice because it gets so hot in Concord, and now it's been getting hot. So we liked it in the summertime. We like to bring out the lighter beers, and this is a new style that we haven't brewed before. So it's really nice. It's been super popular.
So everyone on here, you heard Aaron. You need to try this one.
Yes, Pristine Pilsner. It's on tap now for, you can get crowler fills of it, to go in our tap room.
And the crowler is this size, everyone, just so you know.
Yeah, 32 ounces. So
it's a nice big one.
Yeah. So it's basically 2 pints. So it's two of these. So Melissa's having two as we speak.
Why not? Let's see.
It's Monday.
Exactly. We have people drinking Zombrew.
Nice.
Zombrew. Ooh, the Zombrew's popular on here today.
Well, that is our most popular beer that we brew. We've had that one. We brewed that. That was one of our first beers that we brewed, and we've just been constantly evolving the flavors of it and using different ingredients and different hops, and we finally got it, like maybe a couple of years ago, we finally got it perfect, and now it's definitely our most popular beer.
Oh, you have someone, I believe that's Sean. He's your head brewer. He's drinking the Pilsner right now.
Yes, he's actually in the back brewing right now.
Oh, hi, Sean. Thank you for still brewing our beer for us.
I told him he could come by and say hi if he
wanted. Someone had the limelight lager over the weekend. Oh yep. No, Jess, you're still working.
Sorry, Jess. Well, we'll have a beer for you.
I'm sure she's baking up some great stuff though for Mother's Day.
Yes, I'm sure she is. Well, the Limelight is one it's kind of new. It's our lager at World's End, but we add a little bit of lime and a touch of salt. And that one we brought out for our Taco Tuesdays that we have with OG Tacos. And we have it. You can get it to go now. When we open again, we'll be bringing back OG Tacos every Tuesday. But it's this really nice, very light lager with a little bit of lime to get a little tartness and then a little salt to it. It's really good with the tacos.
So will that be available for everyone to start to get now coming this summer?
It's actually, we have it right now.
You have it, okay.
Yeah,
so I'm hoping
to be open tomorrow, I should mention, for Cinco de Mayo.
I was going to say that.
Here. They only did pre-orders because they've been very popular. So they did all their pre-orders. Unfortunately, those are all sold out. But we are going to be open 4 to 8 if anybody needs to come by and get some beer.
There you go.
Excellent with Mexican food.
There you go. Everyone, Taco Tuesday tomorrow.
I got to adjust this a little bit. Okay, there we go. So you can see my taps and the beer's on tap behind me.
That's the perfect setting.
Yeah, I figured. If I need more, I could just go behind me.
Right there. So let's get started. You opened up Epidemic Ales in 2016. So can you tell us a little bit how you decided to open a brewery and how you decided to choose the Epidemic theme?
Yeah. So we were home brewers. We used to home brew in our backyard in Concord for many years. And we kept getting more equipment, bigger equipment, more, advanced equipment. And it basically took over our backyard, our office, and part of our house. So we decided, well, let's see if we can make this work and maybe open our own brewery. So my partners Brian and Holly got married in 2013, yeah. And at their wedding, we decided to serve our beer and kind of see how it went over. And of course, a huge hit. So we decided, okay, let's try and take the plunge and we went for it, and now we're here. We've been here 4.5 years now.
That's so cool. You were so nice to us when we first got to know you guys, that you let us have an event there before you even opened, just to kind of get the feel and everything for our young professionals. It was an ugly sweater party, so that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and I believe Brian, my one of the co-owners, won the ugliest sweater.
He did.
Prize, which I think we still have hanging around somewhere.
I'll try to find the photo for everyone to see if I can post it like on a Throwback Thursday or something, so you can see.
I'm sure he would love that.
So I'm not sure if everyone understands the length that it takes, or what goes into making a beer, from the hops to the grain out to the fermentation process. And I was lucky enough to go and help brew some beer. You guys partnered with Brew Hall Beer for International Women's Day. Mm-hmm. And they partnered with the Pink Boot Society, and we created the Lady Boss IPA. So I saw someone was drinking the Lady Boss in the comments, so we helped with that.
Yes. Melissa added some of the hops.
Yes. Actually, Sean, your head brewer, said that when you taste the bitterness in it, that's the set of hops that I put in. So I'm always like, that was me. Can you take us through what the process is? Because, you know, beer just doesn't appear. There's a series of events that have to happen.
Yeah. So it's kind of a long process. I'll try and keep it short, but essentially we start with the grains. We mill the grains, and then we mash it in, as we call it, with the hot water. So that's kind of it kind of makes like an oatmeal, as we like to say. So from there, what you're going to do is draw out all of that beer water, which is called wort. So it's W-O-R-T. So you're going to draw all of that out and put it in the kettle, and that's where you're going to boil it. So usually you boil it. It could be anywhere from 60 minutes to, I don't know, 2 hours possibly. So you're going to boil it there, and that's when you're going to add the hop additions. So when you were here, you added the 60-minute hop addition, which means when there was 60 minutes left in the boil, you added these certain hops, and that's what adds the bitterness to the beer. So when you're tasting the Lady Boss, whoever's drinking that, that little bitterness that you taste, Melissa actually helped with that. So, and then we added at different intervals in the boil, all the way down to the whirlpool where it's kind of cooling down. And then also after we bring the beer out into the fermenter, and it's going to ferment there for about 2 weeks. Then we might add some more hops, which is called dry hopping. And that's where we actually add the yeast too, which starts the fermentation process.
Okay. So
it's kind of a long process, but the most fun part is when you get to add things like, you know, the yeast, or the hops in there, and, you know, and then you would help to grain out, which is when after you bring all of the wort out, there's all of the grain, the spent grain that we call it. And so Melissa was helping us grab all of that, bring it out into these big bins, which we then send off to a local farmer who then feeds that to his livestock. So there's no waste.
That's really cool too, that you guys are very conscientious of that, you know, I think that day we had probably 8 maybe barrels of all the extra grain that then goes to the livestock. So it's really cool that you keep all of that local.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's great for them because it's essentially free feed for their
right.
livestock. So
it helps everyone. It helps you get rid of it. It helps them feed theirs.
Yeah. 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 Because imagine all of that going into the landfill. It just doesn't make sense. So
right.
I think a lot of most breweries that I know of, they do the same thing.
That's really cool. I didn't realize that.
Mm-hmm.
So for those who are also interested in seeing part of that process, while I was there, I was taking Instagram videos. So if you go to our highlights reel, there's the Lady Boss, the brewing process, and you could go to that and kind of see how it goes.
Yeah. Yeah, it was really cool to bring people here who may have some idea of the brew process, but not actually be involved in it, and just to talk them through it. And yeah, people just get really excited to see how beer is made and what goes into it and how complex it is. And there's very precise measurements that need to be made. And, you know, it's definitely a science. It's not just, there's beer.
There definitely was. Sean was doing some calculations at one point, and I was like,
yeah,
I'm not following this, but thank you for doing this.
Well, consistency is super important, as you know. Like anywhere you go, you want to have consistency at a restaurant, at a bar, you know, brewery. So we try really hard to have consistent batches each time. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
So what's the inspiration for the different types of beers and flavors? And not only that, but how do you come up with the names for each of those?
So the beer, so the ideas for the beers, so we do have seasonal beers that we do each year. So like for San Francisco Beer Week, we always do a triple IPA, which is usually we just do that once a year. Summertime, as we mentioned, we do a lot of lighter beers, fruit beers. Like this year we did our first kettle sour, which is made with raspberries. So that's
Delicious.
Beer, yeah. So that one's been super popular. So it just kind of, it depends on, I mean, as I said, like we have our seasonal beers, we have the ones that we bring back every year. And then we're always creative, like coming up with new beers that we want to make, or we actually discuss with our staff too, to see like, what do you think we should make? What are you seeing out there? What are you interested in? Sometimes our customers give us input too. So yeah, and then, but Sean is always up for the challenge of like the kettle sour, like let's do a kettle sour, let's give it a try. And it's been just really popular and it came out really good. So we're very, very happy with that.
And then you also said that the most requested or the most popular beer was the Zombu, correct?
Yes, I would say overall it's definitely Zombrew.
Okay.
But things change. Like right now it's the Tartastrophe, the raspberry kettle sour, because it's new, it's fresh, it's light, it's tart, it's something we've never done before. So that one's been like our most popular beer for the past few weeks.
It is good. I have tried it. I think I have another crawler waiting in my fridge for me to open for it.
Oh, good.
So not only do you guys brew, you create that fun environment and experience that people want to be in. And you've introduced programming like the paint nights and the comedy nights, which I've been to, and both have been great. I have my painting actually sitting where I can see it right now.
Nice.
You guys have done the Girl Scout cookie pairings and a lot more. So what type of value do you think hosting these events brings to the brewery?
Well, they always bring a big crowd. So we try to do new and different things. Like comedy night was something that we did recently, just a few months ago. We started doing that once a month, and we're definitely going to bring that one back. It's great because that showcases local talents. They come in here. It's a free comedy night, so people can come in and watch the comedy for free. And then paint night, we do that once a month. We have a local artist that comes in and paint and walks everybody through the painting process. So that's fun. And what we found is that a lot of these events bring in people who may have never been here before, or they bring their friends or something, and people go, wow, I never knew this place was here. And they try the beer and they like it and they like the atmosphere and they end up coming back. So yeah, it's been really good. We definitely like to do more things. Like we even did an open mic night. So we did that
that's right.
times. So these are all things that we were just kind of getting going on, and hopefully we'll be bringing back soon once we can reopen our doors.
I hope so. I'm with you on that because I enjoy going to those too. That comedy night we went to was fun. Just to go back, Kevin asked, will you do something like the collaboration brewing for the Women's Day in the future, if that's allowed?
Yeah, so we did a few collaborations so far this year. We did 2 for San Francisco Beer Week, which was in February. We did one with Sudwork, which is in Davis, Sudwerk, and we did one with Speakeasy, which is in San Francisco. So we did 2 collabs that kind of could focus on beers and local breweries, and they were released during San Francisco Beer Week. And then the other one we did was the Lady Boots, which was with Brew Hall. They're located in Benicia. So, but we're always looking to do new collaborations. There's always new breweries popping up, and we know a lot of people in the industry, so we'll definitely be doing more of those because it's fun. It's just you get to go there and possibly brew on their system. They get to come here, and it's just a fun day. You drink beer, you brew beer, talk about beer.
And you're with your friends, so what more do you want? Beer and friends.
I know, yeah. So hopefully, once all of this shelter in place is over, we can start to going back to doing a lot of that fun stuff.
Awesome. Life's Album said my coworkers are regulars. Oh, trivia night. That's another one you guys do.
That's right, trivia. Yeah, we do that. We will be doing that again every Thursday. So we do that with Geeks Who Drink. It's a trivia company that they come in and they do all the they have all the questions, and you can win a gift card. You can win a free round for your table. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. People really like that one. So.
If you guys haven't done trivia before, I highly recommend it. You learn a lot from these trivia questions too. I've done it before at other locations, and it's just like I don't know how you even come up with this type of question. How do you know that answer? So
Yeah, some of them are very random. I've only played a couple times where, somebody was down a player, so I sat in with them. And I think I answered like one or two out of all, I don't know, maybe there's like 80 questions or something.
yeah,
But it's still fun. It's like, oh yeah, I think I should have known that, or oh, what's that song, or
yeah.
it's a lot of fun. And then you get the groups that win like all the time, and you're like, how do they know all these things?
How do you know these random facts?
Yeah, yeah. But it's a good time.
Someone said they really enjoy the Cheers atmosphere. Epidemic is a place where the people are just friends you haven't met.
Aw, that's awesome. Yeah, we really have a great like base of customers. I mean, I always just see so many people just making friends at the bar and just, having conversations with, random strangers, and people end up we've had people that are now good friends, and people that have been roommates, and people that are now in relationships, and just because they've met at our tap room, which is just so awesome. I love that.
Caroline, your question about social media, we will get to that at the end. So if everyone heard at the beginning, we were talking about the food trucks, and Aaron was mentioning the OG food trucks is really popular and they come out. How do you find the local food trucks, and what are the fan favorites? It does seem like OG Tacos is one. Opie's Kitchen, who is also a member of the chamber, is also one that's there all the time too. So how do you find those food trucks to participate?
A lot of them I've reached out to, but most of them seem to find us on social media. Like they hear from other food trucks that, that this is a good place to come and serve. So, but I mean, obviously we want to get the local ones when we can. So like Opie's is a perfect example. Like they came to us, or I'm trying to remember how we found them, but I think they might have come to us, or we seek them out because we heard that they were local, and they've just been great. They come, as I said, like they used to come every Sunday. Now they were just here Friday. They're hopefully going to be coming Fridays again once, since we're now getting food trucks serving to go only while we're open. So you can watch our social media accounts for all that info. But they even made an Epidemic burger just for us. So they're really great. Everybody loves their food. We also use like Pia's Wood Fire Pizza, Golden Gate Gyro, Canasta Kitchen. So it's basically, I just try to keep it rotating and, keep things interesting, but people definitely have their favorites, and it's been a great way to bring people out and promote their food trucks as well as our business. So it's been good.
EDC Dad said it's amazing people and amazing food goes perfect with an awesome Epidemic vibe.
And then, yeah, Opie's is great. We definitely love them.
Yeah, they're really good.
Yeah.
Can you tell us about your mug club?
Yes, our mug club. So I just happen to have a mug right here. I don't know if you can see it. So this is our special mug that only Mug Club members can drink out of. So it's a yearly subscription, and it's so you pay once a year, you get special Epidemic Ales Mug Club t-shirt, and then every time you come in, you get one of these for free. Your first beer is free. And then everything you take, like if you want to get some cans or some crowlers to go or some merchandise, you get a discount on those. And then we do some special things throughout the year, just to kind of, throw out some fun stuff for our Mug Club members. So it's been great. Yeah, we get a lot of people who are Mug Club members, and then of course they all become friends because they see that they're drinking out of the mug. And a lot of our Mug Club members have recruited new Mug Club members, so it's been really good.
It's like your own little ambassador program.
I know, yeah, it's great.
Are you still doing the Lifetime Mug Club?
Yes, we have Lifetime as well. We have a few Lifetime members. So yeah, that means that for every day that they come in here when we're open, of course, that they get one of these filled up for free for life.
For life. Okay, a couple comments. Mug Club member is the best value. I would have to say, after reading about it and having Aaron just talk about it, absolutely. Why the heck am I not a Mug Club member? Go join.
Yes. Why aren't you? You can actually join now, and then you'll be all set to go for when we reopen. And we are doing specials right now. I'm sending out special emails to our Mug Club members that we're doing for them during this closure time, just so that they know that we're thinking of them, and just to give them a little something from us.
You guys can still join. You just heard her.
Yeah,
go check it out.
Right.
Yep, on the website, it's all there. So you guys have the brewery, obviously, and the tap room that people can go to when the shelter in place is not in place. But you guys are in other restaurants,
Yeah.
businesses, the hotels, serving Epidemic really in the community at large. How many businesses or restaurants are you guys in?
Well, right now, so it's kind of hard to say because some of them are open for only to-go orders. But for the most part, right now, you can find our beer at most of the liquor stores like S&S Fast and Easy, Monument Wine and Spirits, Cork and Bottle, Don's Market, things like that. And then Concord Tap House is another one that's still open. They have limited hours, but they have our beer on tap and in cans. So you can get, I believe you can get growler fills there. But we do have, so we also have our beer at Yard House, and I believe they're still doing their promotion there where you can buy a growler and then they'll fill it for, I think it's like $14 or something crazy like that.
That's
so
a deal.
you can get, so you can get our beer there. And then we also have our beer at Canasta Kitchen. So once everything reopens and you want to sit down and have a nice dinner, you can go to Canasta, have our beer there, or Plate and Vine in the Concord Hilton, Puesto. Let's see, where else am I forgetting? Well, that's all I can think of right now. But yeah, a lot of places around the city. So, but yeah, for now, it's the best place to get our beer is either here or at the local liquor stores because those are still opening, or they're still open their regular hours.
Yeah. And it's super easy, guys. We'll talk about it later too. They have a website that you can go on and buy the beer and you just go pick it up. They're doing Thursday through Sunday, 2 to 6 p.m. It's super easy to go pick up.
Yeah. Yeah. And we do walk up orders as well. But yeah, the online ordering system, if you go on our website, we have a link to it. Otherwise, it's epidemicales.square.site, which is a little more difficult to remember. But if you just go to our website and you click on the link, you can go in there, see everything that's on tap, everything that you go and order in crowlers. And then, as I said, we have 4-pack cans of some beer to go. We're actually canning a few new beers this Wednesday, which we're super excited about. So those will be, we're going to be canning Pale Alien, which is our hazy pale ale on Wednesday.
You can see it behind you.
Oh, yes, Pale Alien. Yeah, so that one's going to be in 4-pack cans. So probably starting, so then, yeah, Thursday they'll be on sale in the tap room. So
awesome.
So yeah, it's exciting.
So we had Hello from North Concord, currently grilling and drinking Nutty But Nice. Ooh, that's a good one too.
Yes, that one is another really popular beer.
Jess said she'll be there Saturday with cakes for Mother's Day, and Jess is from Guilty Pleasures Bakery.
That's right. Yeah, so Jess owns, as you said, Guilty Pleasures Bakery. We've partnered with Jess many times over the years, most recently to make our Guilty Pleasure Maple Pecan Pie Brown Ale. So yeah, she's going to be here Saturday. I believe it's only going to be pre-orders though, right, Jess? But you can go to Guilty Pleasures on Guilty Pleasures Bake Shop on Instagram and find out about that. But yeah, she's great with just doing little pop-ups here and there to sell her baked goods.
Yeah, she's awesome. She's been there a couple times for your anniversary parties too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Question, speaking of Mother's Day, any ideas on how to make it special with Epidemic?
Well, if your mother likes beer, which of course all mothers should like beer, right? We have like 3 packs of crowlers. As I said, we're going to have the new Pale Alien 4-pack that's going to be ready to go on Thursday, something like that. We also have these cool T-shirts.
Yes.
We originally printed them for the Pink Boots Lady Boss IPA Brew Day, but it was really just for any day that we're selling these at, and they've been really popular too. So this is cool because it's pink and it commemorates our Pink Boots Brew Day. So yeah, we're selling these in the tap room as well, and you can see those on our website when you go into order. And then we have sweatshirts, T-shirts. I mean, it just kind of depends on what your mom likes to drink, but we have pretty much the whole spectrum of beers: light, fruity, dark, hoppy, sweet, hazy. So
you name it, you guys got it.
Yeah, hopefully you can find something she likes. Or how about a Mug Club membership?
Hey, that's a good one. Jess said yes, you can order online and pick up on Saturday. So that's another option too, is you can order some baked goods from Guilty Pleasures Bakery and then pick it up on Saturday as well.
Yep.
We're drinking Tartastrophe, so good. Any word on Red Plague?
Yes, Red Plague. That's another popular one. It's our red ale. We stopped brewing that, I think, sometime in the late winter time. So it'll be back. It's definitely one that we brew at least once or twice a year. So it'll probably be back, but maybe later in the year, like in fall. But yeah, that's one of my personal favorites, Red Plague.
Mine too. I do like that one. What about beer outside of the Concord area? Do you guys have anywhere else that has your beer?
Yeah, so we actually distribute, so we self-distribute, but we are all over. We're everywhere from Brentwood to Vacaville to San Francisco to, we even go all the way down to San Jose. So you can find our beer. We have a lot of people that ask us on social media where they can find our beer in their area. So we have like things like in Brentwood, Mannheim Social Club. In Oakland, we're at like the Good Hop, Tiger's Tap Room. Then San Francisco, Healthy Spirits. And then Total Wine. We're in all the Total Wines all over the Bay Area. So that's a good place to find us. We're in a lot of the Whole Foods as well. So yeah, I mean, as I said, we're kind of spaced out all over the Bay Area. Now it's a little bit more difficult to find our beer just because a lot of places are closed. But a lot of these places are opening for to-go orders.
We had 2 comments say Mannheim Social Club in Brentwood, correct?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yep, there.
You guys are good.
Yeah. We get out to all of the bottle shops and tap rooms that are open. You know, we're in most of those, but it's just, you know, as you can imagine, it's a more difficult time now. So.
Right.
But the best place to get them is here.
Go to the tap house.
Yeah.
So, as you guys, I'm sure, could kind of guess, Epidemic's a great community partner. They've hosted our ugly sweater parties. I personally had my 10-year high school reunion there. They provide beer to our crab feed. They provide beer at the restaurants that she was just talking about. So can you talk about the importance of being community oriented and what that does for you?
Well, I mean, ever since we started, we've just had such a outpouring of support from the Concord community. I mean, we love being here. We just have this great community of like beer lovers and tap rooms that support us and restaurants. And I forgot to mention Brendan Theaters too. They've been a supporter of ours since the beginning. So it's been great for us to get to know people in the community and for them to get to know us. And it's just like as you said, the chamber events, we donate to those. We also do a lot of other nonprofit events throughout the year. And then we do like pint nights at local tap rooms that kind of promote us and the tap rooms as well. And then, like the city of Concord has always been really supportive of us. Anytime we have an event, you know, we make sure we get all the permits for that. And they always bring their people out to our events and stuff. And they just helped us a lot in the very beginning. And so they've always been supportive of us. So it's been really great. So we're very happy that we're in Concord.
We love having you guys there. So I'm going to kind of shift a little bit. At the beginning of the shelter in place, when all bars and breweries were shut down, you guys obviously had to shut down. But with the easing of the ABC licensing from the state, you were able to open back up for beer sales. And now you're taking online orderings from the beer and then obviously the food trucks too. So what's that journey been like and what has made you successful?
Yeah, well, it's been challenging. I mean, I think it's been challenging for a lot of small businesses, but it's been challenging for us because we were open 7 days a week. We were packed pretty much every night here. And now to go from that to selling only beer to go, limited hours, and just like minimal social interaction with our customers. So that's really what I think our staff and what I miss the most is just, you know, sitting and chatting and maybe having a beer with one of our customers or just kind of just seeing everybody. And now it's like they walk in, they get their beer. They can't really hang out and chat. Everybody has everything to go and we're all behind our masks. So that's really what's been difficult, but a lot, you know, all the breweries are in the same boat right now. It's like everybody's just trying to do what they can to stay afloat. But right now, we're pretty fortunate that we do have our cans, you know, our 16-ounce cans that I talked about, our 4-packs. And then we have our crowlers, which you already showed one, but here's one right here. So these are our crowlers. They're 32 ounces, and we can fill them with any beer that we have on tap. So, so that's been good for us because not all breweries will have a crowler machine. So this has been, you know, a good way for us to be able to offer our beer to our customers that they can enjoy in the safety of their home. But yeah, it's been difficult, but we've been able to keep all of our staff, you know,
That's great.
employed, which is great. So, and they've all been really great and very supportive of us as well, and offer to help us with everything. So, so yeah, I feel very fortunate that, you know, we have such a great staff and such a great support from our customers. We see a lot of our regulars coming in here, so it's been really good. So, but we're ready to open. We want to open.
We want you to open.
So hopefully next month. I mean, everything is still to be determined, but we're hoping for next month sometime.
Do you foresee any changes that you'll have to make to the tap room come that reopening stage?
Yeah, I mean, we're probably going to have to change the layout of the tables because we're going to have to do the 6-foot rule, possibly at the bar too. But right now we're kind of working on a reopening plan. So a lot of the things are still to be determined. So we're kind of waiting to hear exactly how we need to space people out and what we can and can't do. But we're definitely starting to think about that already because you never know. It could be here before you know it. So
right.
So yeah, we're definitely working on that. So it's all kind of to be determined. But
right. It seems like a lot of that right now.
Yeah, I know. It's a lot of uncertainty, but yeah, I mean, we will reopen. We do have our outdoor area as well where we have outdoor seating. So that gives us more space to kind of spread people out.
Right.
So yeah, we're just going to have to kind of see how it looks when the time comes.
Well, we can't wait.
Yeah, me too.
All right. So on a personal note, if you could choose one of your beers that you could drink just for the rest of your life, what would it be and why?
Yeah, I knew you were going to ask that question. It's so hard because every time I come here, I'm like, oh, I want this today. And then the next week, oh, I want this today.
It's all in your mood.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I started out only liking I really only liked ambers and reds. And then I really liked IPAs and I liked hazies. And now I'm really into, like, I'm drinking the Pilsner now. It just feels like on a hot day, I want something light. So either now what I'm drinking these days is either the Pristine Pilsner or the Lager at World's End. And Lager at World's End actually won a gold medal at a national craft beer, the 2020 Craft Beer Awards this year. So that was super exciting. So yeah, so that one's another one of my favorites that I've been drinking lately.
How do you get nominated for something like that?
Well, you have to submit your beers in. So you basically have to submit in, however, I think they usually have a max number of beers. So you submit all the paperwork in, and then you have to actually ship them to the location, or sometimes you can drop them off. But like there was a huge worldwide competition called the World Cup of Beer that was supposed to happen this year. Everybody shipped their beer, including us, shipped their beer off, and then they had to cancel it because it all came out. So I don't know what's really going to happen for the rest of the year, but it's all by choice if you want to submit your beers. But yeah, you have to package them all up, fill the bottles, package them, send them off, and yeah. So, but that was really exciting. We were super excited about that.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
and it's especially cool for us because you're right in our backyard. So it's nice to have that local brew win something like that, and especially gold.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's an actual medal that you get and everything. It's really cool.
That's awesome. Yeah. Tell Sean to go get it and come out.
He's actually wearing it right now.
It's his like a good luck brewing medal that he has to wear.
Yeah. It's required.
Question. Any tips for someone who is new to craft beer to ease into the hops world?
Well, so the light beers are probably the easiest. So like as I said, our lager and our Pilsner are going to be our lightest beers. They're not going to have any of the hop bitterness to them. But what our most popular beers in our tap room are our hazy IPAs, which are kind of a newer style of IPA, which it's hazy. Like when you look at it, it's unfiltered. So it's really hazy when you look at it. When you taste it, it's more like a juicy flavor. Like it's got the hop bitterness to it, but it's more like tropical, fruity tasting. And those just, I feel like that style of beer really exploded over the past few years because it's just, it it's like a wide range of people can drink something like that. It's not bitter. So that's probably where I'd start. And then there's also like our amber beers. We have an amber called Affliction Amber. Something like that is going to be malty. It's not going to have any hop bitterness to it. So it just kind of depends on what you like. Like if you drink Coors or something like that, then go try our lager because it's the same style of beer, but It's obviously tastes much better. And it's made with real ingredients, not corn syrup.
So if someone liked a hef, what would you recommend?
Like a what?
Like a Hefeweizen?
Oh, well, right now, so we don't have any wheat beers that we're currently brewing. But yeah, a lot of people do come in and they ask for something like that. So in that case, I would probably recommend either a hazy IPA or a lager, just because Hefeweizens they're unfiltered, so they're cloudy, but they're not hoppy. So that's why sometimes people, when they try the hazy IPAs, they think they're a little too hoppy for them. And then we would probably steer them in the direction of like a lager or a pilsner.
Right. Okay.
But we do wheat beers from time to time, or Hefeweizens.
What exactly is an amber beer?
So an amber beer is just a more malty flavored beer. So when we brew a beer, we use we use all different types of grains. So an amber beer we'd use a darker roast of grain, kind of like coffee. You get like the dark roast and the light roast. So we have like a medium dark roast that we use for our amber. Same thing with like our porter and stout. We have a really dark roasted grain that we use for that. So it's just like a mixture of a lighter grain and then a little bit like a toastier grain that we use, and that's pretty much gives it all the amber flavor. And then we use hops in all of our beers, but there's going to be less hops and less bitterness in the amber beer.
Okay. Will Squishy and the Wig come back? See, I love the names for you guys. They're just so fun.
Squishy and the Wig is one that we try and make that once a year. This was actually one of our homebrew beers that we made, and it's obviously been it's evolved over the years. But Squishy and the Wig were two of our wiener dogs. So I had a wiener dog, and his name was Busy, but we called him the Wig. Brian and Holly had a wiener dog called Miffy that we called Squishy. So we decided to make a beer and name it after them. They're all dearly departed now. So it's kind of like a beer that's like dear to our heart when we make it. Oh, this is for our little wiener dogs that are no longer with us. But that one's really, it's made with some very rare New Zealand and Australian hops. They're difficult to get. So we did brew that. It was last year. I can't remember when we brewed it last year, but it's something that we can't always get the hops. So as soon as we can, we will be bringing it back, and we'll let you know for sure.
Awesome. Kamikaze is one of my faves.
Oh yeah, that's our Kolsch, Kamikaze Kolsch. That one we set that one aside because we did the Pilsner, but that one will be back as well.
So if you guys have any other questions, go ahead and put them in the chat. So Caroline's question from before was about social media. You guys do a fantastic job between your Instagram stories and your posts and keeping it fun and light. So can you talk about your social media strategy a little bit?
Yeah, well, we do like to keep it fun. We get a lot of inspiration from other social media accounts. Like, you see things and you're like, oh, wow, that's a great idea. Why didn't we think of that? But yeah, for the most part, it's just, we want to keep it fun. We want to keep it relevant. We want to keep it like interesting pictures, pictures of the beer that look really nice. We always like set up the beers to look really nice with the lighting and everything. We like to have pictures of our staff. We just want to make sure that everybody knows like what we're up to and what we're doing. Right. And we try to post, like on the weekends, we might post a couple times, but we try to post every day just so that people know like we're here and here's what we're doing and here's what's coming up. And, because there's always something going on. Even now when we're only open these 4 days a week, there's still always a lot going on. So.
Right. So where can people follow you? What social media platforms and what do they search for?
So you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. They're very easy. It's just at Epidemic Ales. I believe on Facebook it's Epidemic Ales / Concord, but I think if you just search for Epidemic Ales, we're the only one out
Pops
there.
up.
Yeah, so very easy to find us. And yeah, and we're just always, as I said, we're always trying to post fun things. And, you know, when the food trucks come, we post pictures of their food and let you know who's coming and when they're coming and let you know about our events before they're happening. So, yeah, so we try to keep it fun.
So guys, definitely go follow them. As Erin mentioned, they post, you know, the food trucks that are coming, what beers they have coming out, and when you can get them, and just updates in general. So social media is definitely a good way to keep in touch with them if you're interested in what they have going on. I know that's how I see a lot of what beers are coming out, so I know when to order them. Oh, let's talk about your site again, just for the people that have joined. They do have a website that you can pre-order your beer. And then, like Erin was saying earlier, you can do the 4-packs, you can do the crowlers, you can pre-order a growler and have it filled there. They have these awesome shirts that you can get.
Yep.
Your puzzle sold out
Yes.
so fast.
Yes, we ordered some more. We're hoping they're going to come back this week. So yeah, so we have this puzzle that actually has the logos of a bunch of local breweries. I forget how many, maybe like 20 or 30. But it's just this cool puzzle. Yeah. Yeah, and it sold out so fast. It was like, I wanted to get one too. So
yeah.
but we do have more on order. They will hopefully be here next week. So we'll definitely post about it. Yeah, they sold out immediately. I think like within an hour or something. So so yeah, we'll definitely be getting more of those in, and we'll post about it, and then it'll be on our online store for you to order. So
awesome.
Nice
so
and easy for you.
Guys, go again to their website, epidemicales.com, and you will see it is a square site that you go pre-order everything from. And then you'll get a text message when your beer is ready. They seriously make it so.
The Concord Live that we're doing on Thursday, where we're taking over the City of Concord's Facebook page, and we're going to be doing a virtual beer tasting at 6:00.
So, and all of the beers that you'll be tasting, are they listed on the Facebook page so people know what to order?
Yes. I thought I had them here, but I don't have them. But yeah, probably the best place would be to go to either our Facebook page or City of Concord's, and you'll see the event. You can click on the event that you're interested or you're going. It's this Thursday at 6, and it'll list all of the beers that, so actually my brewery partner Holly's going to be running the tasting. So she's just going to be talking about a few of the beers that we brewed during the shelter in place, and kind of the notes with each one, and what the flavors are, and what they pair well with, and just kind of a little bit of background about each of the beers. So it should be fun. So you can come get your beer here at the brewery either tomorrow or Thursday.
That's awesome. And that'll be interesting too. You know, you always taste the different beers, and for me, it's always like, oh, this would be good with this type of food. So it'll be interesting to hear Holly explain all of that.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's something that, I mean, a lot of times when you drink a beer, you're just like, oh, I'm just drinking this beer. But it's interesting to like talk about the hops and when they were added, and like we talked about with the bitterness and everything, like, oh, this is bitter because of this, or this is hazy because we do this to the beer. So yeah, and just the reasonings behind why we brew these beers and the names and things like that. So so yeah, we'll do all that on Thursday at 6:00.
So that is on the City of Concord's live Facebook. So make sure you follow them on Facebook too, so you'll get the notification that they're going live. But the chamber will also share the stream too. So if you follow us, you'll see it there.
Okay, cool.
And that's cool too, because you can also interact with you guys. So usually they have someone there kind of dictating what the questions are from the chats. So that's also
I'm going to be here as well. So I'll probably be answering the questions.
Okay.
While I was doing the tasting. So yeah, because I'm sure it's a lot for you to try and read all the comments and comment on them, but
yeah, trying to keep up.
Yeah. So yeah, so I think it'll be fun. It'll be something where people can, they can join in if they want, or they can just watch. Yeah, they can definitely get their beer here tomorrow between 4 and 8, or Thursday from 2 to 6 if they want to join in. Yeah, it should be fun. We've never done anything like that before, so it'll be a fun test to see how people like it. But
yeah, the lives have been great. Last week they did a Simpid paint. They've done Habib from Luna and Fiore Restaurants. He did like a 2-hour instructional. He took you from beginning to end on how to cook some things. So it's a lot of fun. And it's fun to, like I said, to see the audience interacting too, because sometimes they ask questions that you're like, oh, I've never actually thought about that. So you learn a lot too from them.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think, yeah, it'll be fun. I joined the one last Thursday too to see how it went. And it's like, oh, this is pretty cool. And it's
Yeah.
like, you know, just walked you through the whole process of putting together your painting and everything. So it was fun.
Yeah. Well, again, I am so sorry, guys, that we lost connection in the middle. If you have any questions before Erin goes, just put them in the chat. We'll be sure to answer them. It's hard for me to pick a favorite for one of your beers because I'm the same way. It depends on what I'm looking for. A day like today, like the Pilsner is perfect, but Nightshade is one of my absolute favorites.
Yes, so that one comes out once a year. This year we actually, we actually bottled it. So we do have some 22-ounce bottles of that. That's our bourbon barrel aged vanilla stout. It's been one of our most popular beers that we've made. So yeah, that one's a great beer because it can age. And, you know, that's why we wanted to bottle it, because you could keep this for a couple of years if you wanted in the cellar.
Oh, good to know.
Try it, you know, down a couple of years from now to see how it tastes. So yeah, so it's a good beer to you can have it anytime, really. I mean, it's still a little bit, you know, still a little bit warm out, but people drink that anytime. So
no, it's like I said, it's definitely one of my favorites. The ABV is high. I will warn everyone that.
10.3.
But it's a delicious beer. It's a nice one to end kind of the night with, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's definitely like a nightcap kind of beer.
Yes.
But yeah, it's really great because we got our bourbon barrels from a local Sonoma distillery this last time, and so they were super fresh. Like they had just taken the bourbon out the day before, and we went and picked them up, and then we filled them immediately, and then we put real vanilla beans in there.
Ooh.
So it comes out really good. And then it ages, of course, for 6 to 12 months, kind of depending on the beer itself.
So fun little tip you guys can do too with this beer is get some vanilla ice cream and make like a beer float with it.
Yeah. Yes.
That's a good hot day treat.
Yeah, that way you can have it when it's 100 degrees out.
All right, well, if there's no other questions, we are going to head out. We want to thank you again, Erin. I'm so sorry for the technical difficulties, but we appreciate everything that you do for the community. You're one of our favorite local brews.
Wait, here comes Sean to say, May the 4th.
Oh, May the 4th be with you.
He said, and with you. It was hard to hear.
So Sean is the head brewer there for Epidemic. So that is the face behind all this beer.
Yes, he makes all our amazing beers. And yeah, he's been here 2 years now. And he's made how many beers now? What are we at now?
60-something.
Yeah, 60-something different beers.
Types.
So yeah. So it's been great. So yeah, he's the master behind all of our beers.
That is awesome. I loved the little touch of the May 4th to be with you. That's awesome.
I forgot about that.
These face masks
Bill
are
said
ridiculous.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, just wear that. Oh, I guess I gotta also say we have these cool masks that we're selling now.
Oh, that's right.
Oop, hold on. I can't even get it on with my hair. So we're selling these in the tap room now, since everybody has to wear them. In the
You guys can now
wear one of these, right?
Wear them all the time now.
Yeah, I know. So these are for sale in the tap room in case you want one.
Awesome. How much are they?
They're $10.
Perfect.
And they're printed by Thread Monster, which is
another local business
that I think is a chamber member.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
All right. So if you guys need more masks, which everyone I'm sure at this point does, you can go on and buy their masks as well.
Yeah.
All right, Erin, thank you so much. Sean, thanks for brewing all the beer back there. We appreciate all your hard work.
But we appreciate it.
Be sure to tune in on Thursday on the City of Concord's Live so you can do some beer tasting and pick up your beer tomorrow from 4 to 8 and Thursday from 2 to 6. Yep. Or then throughout the weekend.
Yep. That's it.
All right, guys. Thank you again. We will talk to you soon. And everyone, don't forget to go order your beer.
Thanks, Melissa.
All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Cheers.